hope you're doing fine. And I'm Shubhra Bhadraj, host for today. So, guys, today we are talking about how to save money and invest it with Pushkar. Hi, Manu. Welcome to the show. Before we take the camera to the Manu, so I would like to talk about what Manu is all about. Manu is an entrepreneur and an investment, having 15 years of experience in various fields. Stock market happened to him by accident to him when he became an overzealous investor looking to create a wealth. Has since he studied depth of stock market, and his first investment was in SIP, just rupees 500 rupees into mutual funds. He is on a mission to educate youth about the importance of wealth and saving money. So, welcome, Manu. How are you doing?
Doing good, Shubhra. Thank you very much to you and the YuvaManthan team. Thanks for having me here.
आई गेस आई इंट्रोड्यूस वेरी वेल, आपको मैंने बहुत अच्छे से इंट्रोड्यूस करवाया है एंड कुछ आप अपने बारे में बताना चाहे तो वो ज्यादा अच्छा रहेगा। एक बार आप भी अपने को बताइए।
Thank you, Shubhra. I think you did a fantastic, setup for the show. See, you rightly said today in today's scenario when there are so many investment opportunities available, people really go confused. आज के समय में इंटरनेट पे सब कुछ अवेलेबल है, बट क्या अवेलेबल नहीं है वो ये है कैसे करें, क्या करें।
या
Today,
आई एग्री।
the youth find it very difficult to actually figure out between what is right and what is wrong, right? Where should he invest money? Where should he put his savings? Because it's a hard-earned money, right? Ultimately, everybody wants safety of their fund. So, इस समय में it's very important for people, especially the youth who are going to be the corporate citizen of tomorrow, to understand the right medium, the right media to invest into, right? And our motto, the company that I've founded, the motto is very clear: to educate people to know about the various investment opportunities, understand what's right, what's wrong, and then let them invest.
Okay. So Manu, you told me about like how to you it started investing and how the internet is everywhere, but people don't know how to do it because there is not a man to take them the path how to invest money. So what was your take on to investment? I mean, how did you come to this investment? What take on to your investment? Can you answer?
Sure. I think that's my favorite topic, in fact. What happens is, see, wealth building जो है ना, जो investment है, that's an art. That's an art. That's a game of discipline and patience, right? I always say that people who are invested as disciplined people and invested over a period of time, they make wealth for themselves. Historically, we have seen that people who lose either discipline or patience, their wealth has been destructed and not made. I basically advise the youth and everybody who are there to invest to have basically three habits. One, devise your needs and goals. You should know it. For what are you investing? For what are you saving? You should clearly have all these goalposts in your mind, better written somewhere, with dates assigned to them, so that you are clear for what are you saving and for how long you have to save. So habit number one is know your goals and dreams.
Okay.
Point number two is start investing early. Because, see, as the popular saying goes, early bird catches the worm, right? So,
Exactly.
जितना जल्दी शुरू करोगे आप, आपका there's a concept called power of compounding. Power of compounding से आपका grow कम amount में आपका wealth ज़्यादा grow करेगा. So the second habit that I want people to have is start investing early. In our subsequent talk, we'll know that investment does not necessarily happen with a big corpus. It happens with smaller amount as small as 500 rupiah, right? So the second habit that one should inculcate is invest early. And the third habit that I would tell people to really inculcate while creating wealth is stay on course, stay disciplined, stay patient. Investment, wealth creation is not an overnight journey. The biggest of the wealth creators, Warren Buffett, Charlie Munger, all these people, they have not created wealth. Forget about overnight. They have not created wealth even in a year or 2 years' time. They have taken their own time they've been there, invested, remained disciplined, and that's how you created wealth. So these three habits. आपको अपना गोल मालूम होना चाहिए, ड्रीम मालूम होना चाहिए, सेकंड आपको स्टार्ट इन्वेस्टिंग अर्ली करना चाहिए, और तीसरा डिसिप्लिन और पेशेंटली इन्वेस्टेड
Patience.
रहना चाहिए.
Right, Manu. So Manu told us about the discipline should be there, the goals should be there, and much patience in you is there, should be there for you. So I guess people are watching us, and I would like to make an announcement. The user who is watching our program will get in chat option in the right hand side. User who is watching our program from the mobile phones can get the chat option in the bottom of the screen. Users who is watching our program on Facebook or our official website and other networks can watch our program but ask the questions they have come to our official YouTube channel, right? So, Manu, I would like to come for the first question. That is very beginner question and a very common question, but people don't understand the difference between these questions. What is money saving and money earning, and how saving is different from investment. मैं हिंदी में एक बार रिपीट कर देती हूँ हमारी ऑडियंस के लिए कि मनी सेविंग और पैसा सेव करना यानी बचाना और उसको अर्न करने में कमाने में क्या अंतर है, और एक बचत और एक इन्वेस्टमेंट यानी हम किसी चीज में इन्वेस्ट करें उसमें क्या अंतर है, आप मुझे इन दोनों के बारे में बताइए.
Right. So I got it. I hope I'm audible. So
Yeah.
yeah, you know what? So to me, whatever you earn. But then if you're not saving, that all earning is tantamount to zero. So मेरे पापा एक example देते थे always. If somebody is earning lakh rupees a month and he's spending 90,000 out of it, and if somebody is earning just 50,000, but he is spending 30,000 out of it, so person A would have 10,000 ka saving, person B would have 20,000 ka saving. So to me, person B is going to be wealthier soon than person A, even if his earning is less. So therefore, it's an old saying, but then it's true. Whatever you save is what you actually earn. It doesn't matter कि आप कितना ज़्यादा कमाते हो, but then जितना आप बचाते हो वही आपका असली earning है. So basically, in the technical term, if you say, earning minus your consumption becomes your saving. Right? Whatever saving you have, that can be utilized for investment, that can be utilized for doing any other stuff. Right? Now, coming to what is investment, right? So technically speaking, investment is when you channelize your saving to work for you for future is called investment. So for example, आपने लाख रुपया कमाया, उसमें से आपने 50,000 रुपया खर्च कर दिया और आपने उसमें से 50,000 रुपया बचा लिया, ये सेविंग हो गई. बट ये सेविंग ही है सर, ये आपका फ्यूचर नहीं बना रहा है. इट इज नॉट क्रिएटिंग वेल्थ फॉर यू. नाउ व्हेन यू out of this 50,000, if you say deploy 10,000 into fixed deposits, 10,000 rupees into PPF, 10,000 rupees into mutual fund, 10,000. So that's goal based planning. First you have to do goal based planning. क्या करना है आपको, क्यों जमा करना है पैसा, क्यों इन्वेस्ट करना है, and then when you give a direction to your saving, it becomes investment. Investment is an active art. It's when you start giving direction to your money to earn for you in future. That's when we call it investment. That's the basic difference, right?
ओके. सो मनु, आपने बहुत अच्छे से बताया हमको कि मनी सेव करना क्या है, मनी अर्न करना क्या है, और हम सेव भी कर लेते हैं पर वो हमारे इन्वेस्टमेंट यानी हमारे निवेश में सहायता नहीं करता. तो सेविंग, इन्वेस्टमेंट और मतलब सेविंग और निवेश में क्या अंतर है, पैसे बचाना और निवेश में क्या अंतर होगा, और आप क्या चूज करना पसंद करेंगे, मतलब आप क्या चूज करेंगे, और इन्वेस्टमेंट कब अच्छी होती है और एक इन्वेस्टमेंट कब अच्छी होती है और आपकी एक सेविंग कब अच्छी होती है, दोनों में अच्छाइयाँ होंगी, किस समय करना चाहिए, क्या आप बता सकते हैं?
Okay, I think there's an air of confusion. लोगों को थोड़ा confusion होता है, वो सोचते हैं कि शायद जो हमने बैंक में डाला वो सेविंग है, शायद हमने एफडी में डाला वो सेविंग है, और शायद हमने म्यूचुअल फंड में डाला या स्टॉक्स में डाला या कहीं कुछ प्रॉपर्टी में डाला, वो इन्वेस्टमेंट है नहीं। I think this is something that's a confusion around, right? In fact, आप जो कुछ भी करते हो अपने पैसे के साथ में, जहाँ कहीं भी लगाते हो, चाहे वो बेशक एफडी हो, रेकरिंग डिपॉजिट हो, पीपीएफ हो, या म्यूचुअल फंड हो, या स्टॉक्स हो, ये सब कुछ इन्वेस्टमेंट ही है। बट इन्वेस्टमेंट का पहला स्टेप सिर्फ पैसा लगाना नहीं होता, पहला स्टेप होता है प्लानिंग, राइट? यू हैव टू प्लान,
Planning.
एज आई सेड इन बिगनिंग, यू हैव टू हैव 3 हैबिट्स। पहला, क्यों पैसे बचाने हैं आपको, दैट यू हैव टू बी वेरी क्लियर अबाउट कि आपको गोल क्या है आपके लाइफ में, व्हाट इज योर ड्रीम जिसके लिए आपको पैसे बचाना है। एंड देन यू डू द बैक कैलकुलेशन टू सी कि वो पैसा आप क्या एफडी में रख के बचा सकते हो। यस, आई एग्री दैट एफडी एंड आरडी दे गिव यू लेस रिटर्न, बट दे आर लेस रिस्कियर एज वेल, where to mutual funds and others are, even though they are diversified, they are bit more riskier than these things, but then you get a chance to earn better returns there. So you have to plan कितने आपको ज़रूरत पड़ेगी फ्यूचर में, और अभी आपके पास कितने पैसे हैं जिसको आप इन्वेस्ट कर सकते हो इन वेरियस इंस्ट्रूमेंट्स में। यू हैव टू प्लान फॉर दैट एंड अकॉर्डिंगली इन्वेस्ट। नाउ वी हैव टू बी कंसिडर्ड अबाउट 2 थिंग्स। वन, आपका पैसा जब ग्रो करता है उसके साथ साथ एक और चीज चल रही होती है, उसको हम बोलते हैं इन्फ्लेशन, महंगाई दर, राइट?
Okay.
Fortunately for us in India today, the महंगाई दर is around 5%, right? Which means कि आपका हर साल दर साल आपका 5% से महंगाई बढ़ते जा रहा है। So कोई सामान अभी 100 रुपए का था तो अगले साल वो 105 रुपए का,
5 रुपए का होगा। Exactly.
105 रुपए, right? So now your money has to grow to 105 रुपए at least, right? Now all these traditional way of saving and investment, which is FD and RD, right? Now they give you what, about 6%, 7% returns. So it means आपका inflation adjusted return सिर्फ 2% का है, क्योंकि आपका महंगाई भी तो साथ साथ बढ़ रहा है, right? Now you have to
Exactly.
figure out what exactly are your requirement. आपका for example education inflation in India it is about plus of 10%, right? तो अगर आपका पैसा, आपका अगर 5% से पैसा 6% से ग्रो कर रहा है, तो आपका एजुकेशन रिक्वायरमेंट जो आज से 10 साल 5 साल के बाद आपके लिए, आपके बच्चों के लिए होगा, आप उसको नहीं मीट कर पाएंगे। So you should clearly have your goals charted out, figure out what is your requirement, what is the inflation rate that you are looking at, and accordingly choose the best investment plan. I do not advise, I'll repeat, I do not advise people to go 100% into equity, or neither do I advise to go 100% into FDs or RDs, right? There has to be a balance of investment in all these assets.
Okay, so it's very nice you talked about like how to do investment and savings. Sometime investment is better and sometime of, you know. So we are having some questions also. Rashmi Pushkar is there. So where we can invest? If she have question, but we are going to answer, I guess, in the second half of our section. That is for our audience. So we'll be waiting for Rashmi. There will be your turn, and before this answer to them, I'll ask a very simple question and very logical and a very unique question that how to save when your salary is less, because in initial stage of any student career, our audience is like our students age people, and the people who are new to career. So इनिशियल स्टेज में सबकी सैलरी कम होती है, और सैलरी में इन्वेस्ट करना या सैलरी को सेव करना एक बहुत बड़ा चैलेंज होता है हम सबके लिए। तो आप क्या इस पे राय देना चाहेंगे?
यस, सो यू राइटली सेड शुभ्रा। सो आपने शुरू में जैसे मेरे बारे में बताया, मेरी पहली सेविंग वाज 500 रुपए का SIP। सो इन टुडेज वर्ल्ड इन्वेस्टमेंट डज नॉट मीन, और सेविंग डज नॉट मीन दैट आपको बहुत बड़ा अमाउंट एक साथ सेव करना है, लाख 2 लाख 10 लाख 50 लाख नहीं सेव करना है। प्लीज अंडरस्टैंड, आई वुड गिव यू अ पार्लेंस ऑफ गोइंग टू द रूफ। अगर आपको छत पे जाना है तो आपको पहली सीढ़ी चढ़नी पड़ती है, दैट पहली सीढ़ी इज योर फर्स्ट इन्वेस्टमेंट। It can be as small as 500 rupiah. Today, even equity mutual fund, they allow you, even all the mutual fund, they allow you to start as small as 500 rupees. It's not about how much you are investing. As I said, if you remember, मैंने पहले जो 2 बातें कही थी, इसको याद रखिएगा। कितना बड़ा अमाउंट है उससे फर्क नहीं पड़ता है, फर्क इससे पड़ता है कि आप कब शुरू कर रहे हैं इन्वेस्टमेंट। फर्क इससे पड़ता है कि आप कितने रेगुलर हैं। आई विल गिव यू अ पार्लेंस। फॉर एग्जाम्पल, अगर मान लेते हैं किसी को 55 साल की उम्र में रिटायर होना है, सब लोग चाहते हैं, और उसको 55 साल की उम्र तक में 1.5 करोड़ रुपए कमाने हैं। नाउ अ वेरी सिंपल थिंग, अगर मैं 15% का रिटर्न ऑन इन्वेस्टमेंट मानूं जो इक्विटी में आ सकता है, तो अगर कोई बंदा 20 साल 25 साल की उम्र से अगर शुरू करता है, ही हैज टू इन्वेस्ट ओनली 2100 रुपीज पर मंथ to get to a dream of 1 crore 50 lakh rupees by age 55।
Yeah.
वही अगर कोई बंदा 45 की एज में शुरू करता है to the same dream of 1 crore 50 lakh, having it by 55 years of age, he has to invest 54,000 rupees। So you getting 2000 versus 54,000 rupees, इतना बड़ा
Yeah.
डिफरेंस होता है अगर आप लेट शुरू करते हैं। सो इट डज नॉट मैटर कि आप कितना बड़ा या कितना छोटे अमाउंट से शुरू करते हैं। व्हाट मैटर्स इज जल्दी शुरू करिए, right? Initially, when you are young, when you are 20, 25, 30, 35, below 40, you are young. Up till 40, you are young, right? In fact, even after that, I'm not here to disparage anybody. But then, जब शुरू में रहते हो, आपकी रिस्क एपेटाइट ज़्यादा रहती है, बिकॉज आपको मालूम है चलो कोई बात नहीं, थोड़ा रिस्क होएगा, मैं फिर कमा लूंगा। जैसे जैसे आपकी एज बढ़ती है, आपकी रिस्क एपेटाइट कम होती है। सो इट्स वेरी वेरी क्रिटिकल टू स्टार्ट अर्ली। ए, बिकॉज योर रिस्क एपेटाइट इज मोर, एंड बी, क्योंकि आपको कम पैसे में ज्यादा रिटर्न मिलता है, पावर ऑफ कंपाउंडिंग से। सो दैट्स व्हाट आई वुड
Exactly.
सजेस्ट।
Exactly, Manu. I am actually understanding the importance of investing in early age. I guess we should answer some questions from our audience. There's Rashmi Pushkar. She's asking where we can invest. हम कहाँ निवेश कर सकते हैं? Can you answer to her quickly?
So there are a lot of investment opportunities, right? So we cannot choose कि यहाँ करें. So for example, there are certain more slightly riskier, but then more return-oriented schemes like mutual funds, stock markets, etc. There are
Yeah.
some traditional investment opportunities like FDs, PPF, RDs, and all, right? It all depends on what is your life goal, what is your life plan, right? So आप पहले बैठ के सबसे पहले important है आप अपना life plan करें, निकालें कि आपको कितने पैसों की ज़रूरत पड़ने वाली है, और वो क्या आपको एक एफडी जिसका रिटर्न्स 5% 6% आता है उससे आपको वहां तक पहुंच पाएंगे। नहीं तो आप किन म्यूचुअल फंड में लगाएंगे, किन स्टॉक्स में लगाएंगे, सो दैट यू स्टार्ट गेटिंग मोर रिटर्न्स एंड रीच टू योर गोल, राइट? इट इज इंपॉर्टेंट ऑल्सो, इट इज इंपॉर्टेंट टू सी व्हाट इज योर लाइफ स्टेज। अभी आपकी उम्र क्या है, आपके घर परिवार में कितने लोग हैं, कितने लोग आपके ऊपर डिपेंडेंट हैं, कितना कितना इनकम आप सेफली अलग रख सकते हैं, सो दैट यू कैन स्टार्ट इन्वेस्टिंग एंड यू डोंट लुक एट इट। बिकॉज प्लीज रिमेंबर, एज आई सेड इन बिगनिंग, इन्वेस्ट अर्ली के साथ साथ डिसिप्लिन और पेशेंट रहना भी
Patience
बहुत
भी बहुत जरूरी है. Exactly.
yes।
So, I guess रश्मि you got your answer. आपको अपना आंसर मिल चुका है. So मैं चलती हूँ. जस्टिन का क्वेश्चन है how to be a rich. I mean, इन्वेस्टमेंट के साथ कोई सपने भी देखता है कि हाँ मैं थोड़ा अमीर या रिच हो जाऊं, तो जस्टिन को आंसर दीजिए
I
आप.
think that's a very good question. In fact, had I known how to be rich, had people known it, probably everybody would be rich, right? But then that was on a lighter vein. I would say, see, there's no secret formula to be rich. It's a very plain, simple formula. The formula is, as I said, rich होने के लिए क्या चाहिए आपको? बहुत धन दौलत चाहिए, बहुत पैसा चाहिए, right? And if you want more money, you should start putting it in the right direction, right? जैसा मैंने पहले
Exactly.
कहा, आप अर्न ज्यादा कर रहे हो लेकिन आप खर्च भी ज्यादा कर रहे हो, आपकी सेविंग ही नहीं है। अगर सेविंग नहीं है तो आप इन्वेस्टमेंट कहाँ से करोगे? सो फर्स्ट थिंग दैट यू शुड स्टार्ट इज टू कंट्रोल योर एक्सपेंडिचर, योर कंजम्पशन। I'll give you an example. We read a lot about Warren Buffett. He still says that he drives his old car. He lives in the same bungalow that he purchased some 50 years back. He's not just uh, दिखा नहीं रहे अपना वेल्थ का प्रदर्शन करना चाहे। He is one of the richest person on earth, right? But then what
Right.
he does is he understands his requirement, he understands his future requirement, he's saving for that, and therefore he's creating wealth. So the idea to become rich is one, consume less today so that you can benefit in future, save more, and invest in the right media, right? It could be mutual fund, it could be stocks, it could be PPF, it could be FDs, depending on your risk appetite, depending on how much you want to gain money in future, right? रिच बनने का यही फॉर्मूला है। इन्वेस्ट करिए, इन्वेस्ट अर्ली करिए, और डिसिप्लिन रहिए और पेशेंस दिखाइए,
और आप रिच बन जाइए. So that is a nice question, Justin. I hope you got your answer and you're working on this from this your early age now. So the next question is from Abhishek Kumar. He is asking about which will be better, mutual funds or SIPs in long term. And he is also asking, could it be done by expenditure plan? He is asking about this. So can you ask his both of the questions?
Yes, yes, yes. Perfect. So, yeah, if I got it right, you asking about which one is better? Is
Mutual
it
funds
equity
or
or SIP?
yeah, exactly.
Okay, okay, got it. So I would say, see, both are good depending on how much learning you have gained, right? Today there are many SIPs available, I mean millions and millions of rupees there, right? But
Right.
to make money, एक चीज जो सबसे important है जो मैंने बात अभी तक नहीं करी वो है आपको पढ़ाई लिखाई करनी पड़ेगी. It will not happen that somebody would give you an advice, a tip कि यार इसमें invest कर लो और ये पैसा तो आपका double triple हो जाएगा. No, that is not going to happen. So depending on your risk appetite and depending on how much you want to invest in yourself, in your learning, कितना आप पढ़ना चाहते हो उसके ऊपर में both are fine. But having said that, I would say for a normal investor, for normal people like me and you, I would prefer the SIP way. I would prefer the mutual fund way. Why? There are two basic reasons. One, in mutual fund, there is a smart manager sitting there out there to manage your funds. His only job in the world is to ensure that he gives you better return. He gives you market beating returns, right? If you try investing yourself into stock market, yes, you can be successful, and I hope you would be successful, right? But then for that, you have to read a lot, right? If you're ready, go ahead do that. Otherwise, leave it to professional mutual fund managers who can take care of your money and ensure that you get good returns. B, why SIP better? Because SIP is see if you take the full form of SIP, SIP is systematic investment plan. What does that mean? You invest over a period of time. आप एक साथ अपना पैसा नहीं डाल रहे हो, आप धीरे 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 करके पार्ट में अपने पैसे को उसमें इन्वेस्ट कर रहे हो. एंड व्हाट हैपेंस देन, रुपी कॉस्ट एवरेजिंग हो जाती है. आपने कुछ यूनिट ऊपर में खरीदा, कुछ नीचे खरीदा, कुछ मिड में खरीदा, कुछ फिर ऊपर खरीदा, कुछ नीचे खरीदा. ऐसे करके आपको एक एवरेज प्राइस मिलता है जो आप आपको एक बेहतरीन रिटर्न देने की तरफ लेके जाता है. So A, because these are professionally managed funds, and B, because this your investment goes into part and over a period of time, so आपको rupee cost averaging हो जाती है. Therefore, I would prefer for a normal human being, normal investors like you and me, I would prefer the SIP route.
Okay, so Abhishek, I hope you got your answer. He is preferring SIP, and I guess you are going to invest in SIPs. So, Pushkar, we talk about SIPs, and mutual funds and all. So, can you tell us what should be a first investments of our life? क्या इन्वेस्ट करना चाहिए अपनी लाइफ में? पहले हम कहते हैं कि हम बोल रहे हैं अर्ली लाइफ में करना चाहिए, गोल डिसाइड करना चाहिए एंड पेशेंस रखना चाहिए, बट हमारा फर्स्ट इन्वेस्टमेंट क्या होना चाहिए लाइफ में? क्या आप बताएंगे?
Uh, you know what? We are so used to investing in physical assets, right? I was reading a survey. इंडिया में जो सेविंग होती है उस सेविंग का 65% आज भी फिजिकल एसेट्स में इन्वेस्ट हो रहा है, गोल्ड में, प्रॉपर्टी में इन्वेस्ट हो रहा है, विदाउट रियलाइजिंग that these are the instruments which have given negative returns in past, right? If you compare chart of returns of Sensex Nifty versus gold versus property versus FD ka return, you would find that 8 out of 10 times Sensex has beaten gold and property ka return hands down.
Okay.
बेहतर रिटर्न दिया है. सो आई वुड नेवर सजेस्ट, सी पीपल आर फैंसीड कि हमारा एक अपना घर हो, बिल्कुल होना चाहिए घर, हमारा एक अपनी जमीन हो, बिल्कुल होना चाहिए, मेरे पास गोल्ड हो, होना चाहिए. बट योर फर्स्ट थिंग शुड बी टू स्टार्ट बिल्डिंग दैट कॉर्पस. आई थिंक बाइंग अ हाउस, गोइंग ऑन अ ड्रीम वेकेशन, दिस शुड बी योर ड्रीम. दिस शुड फॉर्म, जो मैंने पहले बताया, ये आपके ड्रीम का पार्ट बनना चाहिए और इसके लिए इन्वेस्टमेंट अभी से आप शुरू करें. योर फर्स्ट इन्वेस्टमेंट, if you are below 35, your first investment should be one SIP, equity growth oriented SIP. That's what I would suggest, not any physical property.
Okay. So, Manu, the guy Abhishek is asking one more question. We must not opt for open trading in start like in stock market.
See, I think I answered the question previously only. I am okay. See, I would tell you, I'm a professional trader, right? So I trade, I invest in stock market myself, right? And we making good money there. But then it's amount of time. See, जो किसी ने पहले पूछा था रिच कैसे बने, रिच बनने के लिए, वेल्दी बनने के लिए आपको समय भी लगाना पड़ेगा. If you are ready to invest time into your studies of stock market, please go ahead and do that. But जैसे पुरानी बात नहीं कहता नीम हकीम खतरे जान. Do not go
Yeah.
with half-hearted knowledge. Do not go with half learning. पहले पूरी जानकारी लीजिए so that no one can trick you. See, stock market is a very good place to make money, but data says only less than 2% people make money in stock market. 98% of them lose money. Right? I'm not discouraging you. Right? I'm not saying ये 2% लोग बनाते हैं ना पैसे, यही 2% बहुत पैसे बनाते हैं. I'm not discouraging you, but all I say is go to stock market only when you get good advice, when you get good knowledge, sound knowledge for, for yourself. That's very important.
Okay. So I guess Abhishek आपको आपका आंसर मिल चुका है. And next question I would like to ask you that what which is the investment which investment is good for student, what kind of investment they can go for in the student life. Some
Okay.
students are very ambitious, some people are very ambitious in the age of 18 and 19. अगर मैं खुद की बात करूँ तो मैं 18 years की थी तो मैंने ट्यूशंस घर पे ट्यूशंस देने शुरू करे थे, उसमें भी मैंने सेविंग करी थी. बट हाँ, मैंने सेविंग करी थी, जैसे आपने बोला सेविंग और इन्वेस्टमेंट अलग अलग चीज है. बट हाँ, कई लोग उस पर इन्वेस्टमेंट पुट करना चाहते हैं. तो व्हाट शुड बी अ इन्वेस्टमेंट फॉर अ गुड इन्वेस्टमेंट फॉर अ स्टूडेंट्स?
Okay, so I would break this question into two parts, and I'll answer it into two parts, right? First is as a student, right? If you're earning, great. If you're not earning, the only source of earning is your pocket money, right? I would really suggest, really prompt you, goad you to save first. Saving as in आपको अगर 100 रुपए मिलते हैं दिन के, 100 में से आप कितना बचा पाते हो, that is more important, more critical. So as
Yeah.
a student, the first thing that I would encourage to do is save money as much as possible. Please understand, saving is something which once learned, it will be there with you for life, right?
Yeah.
तो सबसे पहला स्टेप है सेव करें पैसे आप, जो भी पैसा, एंड इट्स नॉट जस्ट फॉर स्टूडेंट्स, राइट? इट्स इक्वली ट्रू फॉर ऑल द इंडिविजुअल्स, राइट? हमारे पास पैसा आता है, एंड I must admit here that I was also one of that genre, right? जब मैंने पैसे कमाने शुरू किए, जब सैलरी आनी शुरू हुई, तो मैंने खर्च में पूरा भरोसा किया, बहुत खर्च किया, सेविंग किया ही नहीं. Only after earning for 6-7 good years that I had my first saving, right? So that's something true to, I mean, true with all of us. So the first advice to you would be to save. Start saving initially. Start saving early. Save करें पैसे को, and then once you have got saving done, start directing it into investment horizons, investment funds. So investment funds initially at student level, I would say, आप तो अभी बहुत छोटे हो, आपके पास पूरी लाइफ है, आपके पास कमाने का और मौका आएगा. I would say if you are more than 18 years, so 18 years is the legal age to get into contracts, right? If you're more than 18 years, start putting your money into SIP. It's very easy, very convenient. I mean, mutual fund SIP. You would
Okay.
find good professional managers who are there helping you, navigate through the maze of stock market and getting your money, getting you wealthier in times to come. So I would say save and then invest into equity oriented SIP. That's what I would say, suggest.
Exactly, student, please go for SIPs. That is a very beneficial to you at the age of 18, I guess. So the next question is from Piyush Gupta. Can we talk about investing in shares for a long term?
Yes. So you know what? See, please understand, any investment that happens for a longer period of time only. When you say investment, it will not happen that आज आपने लगाया. Investment is like planting a tree, right? So you sow the seed, you water it, खाद डालते हो उसमें, सब कुछ करते हो, धूप लगती है, धीरे धीरे करके पौधा बनता है, उससे बड़ा पेड़ बनता है, right? Investment is exactly like that. But to invest, क्या आप करते हो पहले? आप पहले सही जमीन की तलाश करते हो, आप पहले सही पौधा चुनते हो, क्या आपको लगाना है. आप, किसी को तुलसी का पौधा पसंद आता है, किसी को एप्पल पसंद आता है, किसी को ऑरेंजेस का पेड़ लगाना है. So you have to figure out the right place, the right zameen.
Okay.
Second, the right product, जो कौन सा पेड़ लगाना है. So similarly in stock market, if you are to invest, find out the theme. Find out the theme that will last for next 10-20 years, right? अगले 10-20 साल तक जो लगता है आपको ये थीम, I'm not talking about stock specific, जो थीम आपको लगता है ये थीम चलेगा, उस थीम में इन्वेस्ट करो. उस थीम के and then in that theme try to figure out better companies having sound fundamental, companies having sound management in place, right? I remember the popular saying which says that a company is as good as its managers. So if you find that a good company is there but there are bad managers, do not invest in that company. Bad management, right? So find out right theme, a. Second, find out good companies in that theme. And third, find out good management leading those teams, and then invest and stay secured. I would suggest then do not look back. You would get good returns there.
Right, Manu, right. Hope you got your answer, Piyush. And let's talk about a question related to Elim Thakur. He's saying, I'm 65 years old. My income is not consistent. So, how I earn about 50,000 a month. What is your advice for me to save? And he's asking moreover, is it safe for me to invest in shares or equity?
So typically when we do the risk planning at this stage of say 60 years plus, or even 55 years plus, when you approach this age or you go past this age, we advise that people should take less of risk and more of safe investment. So at this age, I would suggest, to diversify your portfolio, a small portion of it, right? So probably 10-20% can get into equities, right, for sure. But majority of it, 80-90%, should get into debt or fixed income fund kind of thing, right? So if I say fixed income fund, probably some FDs, or if I talk even about mutual funds, there are some fixed maturity plans, mutual fund. There are some monthly income plans which are there, the money market fund which are there, liquid funds which are there. I mean, these are some of the safe investment where you can park your money. I would advise, you should not be shying away from equity, but at the same time, at this age, I would advise to go a bit conservative on equities, and probably 10-20% into equity fully, and rest into a balanced kind of a fund, more of FD and related instruments.
Okay, so I guess LM ठाकुर जी आपको अपना आंसर मिल चुका है. So he advised you very well. So Manu, I guess we should talk about long-term planning for opening a company. Shall I start investing? I'm just thinking about opening a company. Shall I start investing now for that? If I'll say.
See, I would say two things. Opening a company is not about investment, right? So it's more
Okay.
about the passion, having that risk appetite. Like it's like investing, right? When you start investing in equities in mutual fund, what do you do, right? You ascertain that okay, there will be some risk element involved there, but okay, I'm ready to bear those risks. Similarly, starting a company is first about not about money. It's about, are you ready to take that risk? You are compromising initially when you start any company, right? Revenue stream would not be perfect. So you have to sacrifice on your fixed earning, which is salary part, which you may be earning right now. B, you have to also compromise a bit on your lifestyle. So, and C, though God bless you and your business gets success, right? But then there are chances that your business might not also see success, right? So are you ready to take these three risks first? If your answer is yes, then go ahead and do business. Yes, regarding investment for business, I would say if that's your dream, that's your goal. As I said in the beginning, अपना goal बनाओ, अपना dream लिखो, or if that's your goal, please go ahead and save for that, right? So investment is for any purpose. It can be for your vacation, it can be for your 25th marriage anniversary celebration, it can be for anything, any objective that you have in your life, right? But for business, I would say first consider those risks that are involved, right? I'm not saying no, but all I'm saying is take decision which is more prudent, which is more thought through.
Okay. So Let's move to some basic question. What is PF? What is RD and FD? मतलब, give a basic review about it because I guess more newcomers are joining this videos. So can you tell us?
Yes, why not? PF, RD, and FD, right? So, as the name says, PF is Provident Fund, right? Now, there are basically two types of Provident Fund, right? One is the Public Provident Fund, PPF, which anybody can get the account opened and start investing into that. The threshold for investment into a PPF is 1,50,000 rupees a year, right? Now, there's another PF which gets compulsorily deducted when you're getting a salary, right? If your organization comes into that limit, they will deduct certain amount into that provident fund. In turn, the organization also contributes into that, right? And you get a corpus, ready for your future saving. That's a saving for you, right? PPF also, the EPF, PPF, and the PF, the government PF. That's a saving for you. That's a corpus getting created, right? So basically, that's one of, if I talk about PPF, that's one of the investment opportunity, which is more conventional, gives tax benefits, but necessarily does not offer a very high return, right? Uh, if I talk about FD and RD, these are instruments available with any of the commercial banks in India today. And FD, as the name says, it has got fixed terms, fixed deposit. It has got fixed maturity and fixed terms. A rate of interest is decided at the beginning, and you are certain to get that rate of interest at the end of it, or whatever term you have chosen with the bank. Recurring deposit is something which is recurring, right? So every month you invest there, and you get a certain defined percentage of interest on whatever amount that you deposit with banks, right? That's the
Right.
basic answer to that. These are three of the investment options that are always available with any individual.
Okay. So there is a question from Hans Yadav. He's asking how to start a business. And again, Umang Srivastava is there. How can I invest in share market as a beginner? So can you answer to both question,
Okay.
Hans Yadav and Umang Srivastava?
Sure. So I think I'll take up the first question, where how to invest, how to start a business, right? As I said in the in the last two questions, starting a business is all about having an idea, right? What complex problem or what problem are you going to solve, right? If you have a clarity of thought, if you understand what is it that you're going to solve for, what is it that you are going to give people, a solution for, then go ahead and start your business, right? If you're not clear, find out the mission. It's true for investment as well. Why would you invest? If you're not clear about your goals and dreams, if you're not clear about the amount that you need at a certain point in time, you would not probably invest, right? Similar thing goes with the business. First, have that idea very clearly. What is it that you are going to solve for? uh, if it's something to do with you, or if it's something to do with larger society, find out that idea. If your idea is clear, if you're clear on your ideas, then invest in your ideas, not just money, but more of time and study about that idea, right? Once you have got clarity of thought, investing in idea, then you set up the business. Once these two things combine, then money is not a problem. Today, in today's world, there are a lot of angel investors, there are a lot of venture capitalists who are there to give you money all throughout. So money, as somebody asked in the earlier question, money is not the constraint. The constraint is idea. The constraint is the solution that you want to give to the society, right? So that
Right.
answers the business idea part. For stock investment, yes, you can start early. I have seen people in their very early age, in mid 20s, and in late 20s, and why even in late 20s, in early 20s, and in the teens also, they start investing into stock market. I would really encourage people to invest into stock market. I myself being there, I
Yeah.
understand.
Yeah.
Investment in stock market is an art, very simple art, and that art is learn well. सबसे पहले तो इम्पोर्टेंट है सीखो, किसमें करना जा रहे हो, क्या करने जा रहे हो. किसी और के भरोसे कर रहे हो तो उसने पीछे से हटाई, अपनी अपनी सपोर्ट हटाई, और आप दराम गिर जाओगे. तो पहले खुद सीखो, दैट इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. अंडरस्टैंड द नुआंसेस, अंडरस्टैंड. गलतियां सबसे होती है. सो गलतियों पे मत जाओ, बट ये जानो कि आप समझ पा रहे हो कि नहीं स्टॉक मार्केट को. दैट इज द फर्स्ट स्टेप. Once you understand that, then the second step would be to then start investing, right? Start investing. Invest, जो मैंने अभी पहले कहा, पहले सेक्टर परखो, फिर आप कंपनी को जानो, और उसके बाद उसके मैनेजमेंट को समझो, और उसके बाद उन आइडियाज में इन्वेस्ट करो. आई एम अ फर्म बिलीवर इन इन्वेस्टमेंट. लोग स्टॉक मार्केट में जनरली आते हैं, वो ट्रेडिंग करने आते हैं, वो दिन का ट्रेड बनाते हैं, एक्सपोजर पे खेलते हैं, सुबह खरीदा शाम में बेचा, सुबह बेचा शाम खरीदा. आई वुड से स्ट्रिक्ट नो नो टू दीज थिंग्स. ट्रेडर्स ने वेल्थ नहीं बनाया है, ट्रेडर्स ने पैसे बनाए हैं, मनी बनाया है. वेल्थ, जो लॉन्ग टर्म वेल्थ होता है, दे हैव बीन मेड ओनली बाय इन्वेस्टर्स. सो स्टे पुट. इफ यू आर इन्वेस्टिंग, जानकारी रखो, इन्वेस्ट करो, स्टे पुट, हैव पेशेंस, यू विल बी वेल्दी पीपल.
Okay, so I guess you got your answer, Umang. And there's a question from SK Thakur. मैं रिटायर्ड टीचर हूँ, मेरा पेंशन 30,000 है, मेरे एक्सपेंसेस कोई खास नहीं है, मुझे सेविंग्स के लिए क्या करना चाहिए?
Okay, so I would advise a mixed approach, right? So as I answered the other question, I would give almost similar advice here. The advice is that please map out your kharcha, ma'am, right? So what is it that you are now going to spend into? आपने कहा कोई ज़्यादा खर्चा नहीं है. I'm sure at this age your children would be settled. If your children are settled, I would suggest that you should invest into something which will give you a fixed earning for your life, right? For example, आपका अगर आपका जो मंथली खर्चा है, वो मंथली खर्चा कितना विड्रॉवेबल अमाउंट बनता है ऑफ योर कॉर्पस, यू विल बी हैविंग कॉर्पस देयर, राइट? सो वो कॉर्पस को आप सेफ रख दो सबसे पहले. मान लो एक एग्जांपल लेता हूँ कि मेरे पास में 10 लाख रुपया है, और मुझे साल का उसमें से 60,000 रुपये की ज़रूरत पड़ती है, विच बिकम 6%, राइट? फॉर एग्जाम्पल, तो मैं ये 10 लाख रुपया तो सेफ रख दूंगा ऐसे ऐसे इंस्ट्रूमेंट में जहां से मेरे को फिक्स 6% का रिटर्न मिले. और मेरे पास जो अगला 10 लाख रुपया पड़ा, मेरे पास टोटल 20 लाख का कॉर्पस है, तो 10 लाख रुपया तो मैंने इस फिक्स्ड कॉर्प में रख दिया, जहां से मेरे को फिक्स 6% का रिटर्न आ रहा है, जो मेरे को मेरी जरूरत का जो खर्चा है वो काम हो गया. उसके बाद का जो 10 लाख बचता है, उससे देन आई विल स्टार्ट प्लेइंग. उसमें से भी मैं 10-20% से ज़्यादा मैं इक्विटी में इन्वेस्ट नहीं करूंगा. सो आई विल इन्वेस्ट एट दिस एज, आई विल इन्वेस्ट 10-20% इनटू इक्विटी, एंड रेस्ट इनटू से different funds that are available with mutual funds. So for example, fixed maturity funds, for example, liquid funds, for example, balanced funds, right? Balanced funds are real great things to a great get more returns, and be safe at the same time. They invest about 35 to 40% into debt and rest into equities. So that's what I would advise. पहले अपने खर्चे को मैप करें, कुछ अपना एफडी फिक्स डिपॉजिट्स में डालें पैसों को, जिनसे आपको रेगुलर इनकम आ रहा हो, और कुछ पैसों को आप डालें फिर डाइवर्सिफाइड फंड्स में, और फिर आप बैलेंस्ड फंड्स एंड डाइवर्सिफाइड में डालें.
So I guess SK ठाकुर जी आपको अपना आंसर मिल चुका है. And there is another question from Rekha. Can you suggest any website or a book from where we can learn about the investments?
I think one of the book that every investor will tell you, every investor in the world will tell you to read is The Intelligent Investor by Benjamin Graham, right? That's one of the better books that I have read, and that's one of the better books that people really recommend, right? This is one book which you must read once, twice, thrice even, to get a hang of this thing. I am a big fan of Benjamin Graham, right? So this is one book. There are a lot of books that's available, but to begin with, you start with this. This will give you a great idea about market, how they do, what to do and what not to do, right? Websites, I will not at this point in time. I will not take any any one website name, but then there are hordes of information available on online. बट मेरा सजेशन है कि ऑनलाइन पढ़ने से पहले अपने को क्लियर कर ले कि आपको क्या इन्फॉर्मेशन चाहिए, बिकॉज एज पीपल से इंटरनेट पे जितनी अच्छाइयाँ हैं उतनी बदमाशियाँ भी हैं. देयर आर सो मेनी इन्फॉर्मेशन अवेलेबल ऑनलाइन that people generally get confused rather than getting solutions. So आप खंगाले सबको, देखे सबको, बट तय उसी में करें, उसमें जाए उन्हीं वेबसाइट्स पे जो आपको लगता है आपके मतलब का वेबसाइट है. I will not take any particular name of website here.
Great, great. I guess you got your answer, Rekha. And Sony Pushkar is asking, When should I redeem my investments?
Sorry, I couldn't get it. What's the question?
She's asking, when should I redeem my investments?
Where or when? I mean, I think the question is not
When
clear.
WHEN कब मैं अपनी इन्वेस्टमेंट रिडीम कर सकती हूँ?
Okay. So, see again. The question is about your goals, right? If you're clear
Yeah.
with your goals, so for example, I would tell you, say आज आपने अपना गोल बनाया that आज से 10 साल के बाद मेरे को या आज से 5 साल के बाद मुझे मान लो for new people, students who want to get married, right? And they have got some dream about their marriage, right? So they say, okay, I would be married after 5 years, and I want to spend 10 lakh rupees, on my marriage for my honeymoon for X Y Z reasons, right? For example, now आज से आपने उसके लिए investment करना शुरू किया अगले 5 साल तक. uh, no, towards the completion of this, though I must tell you, there's a whole lot of planning that goes into this. But then, generally speaking, towards the end of your plan, so चौथे साल के end में जाके, because आपको 5वें साल में पैसे की जरूरत पड़ेगी, then at that time you should not redeem but switch your funds to some more safer side. And at the time of your maturity, when your goal comes to you, you should redeem entire funds there. So redemption is proportionate, is dependent on your goal, your timings there.
Okay. So I guess you got your answer, Sony. And Umesh is asking, can you explain about the asset and the liability to your audience and all?
Right. That's a more fundamental question, more about finance, right? And it will interest finance people. But मेरा एक financial answer होगा, जो bookish answer होगा वो मैं बाद में देता हूँ. मैं एक general answer पहले देना चाहता हूँ जो सबको समझ में आएगा, general public को भी. Asset and liability, basically anything which will give you benefit today, tomorrow, and day after would be your asset, राइट? जिसमें जिसको कि आप मोनेटाइज कर सकते हो, जिससे आपको कभी अगर ज़रूरत पड़े तो उसको आप बेच के या उसको रिडीम करके आप उसमें से पैसे निकाल सकते हो. दैट इज कॉल्ड एसेट. कुछ भी ऐसा चीज़ होता हो, ऐसा किसी भी चीज़ का नाम लो. SIP इज योर एसेट, गोल्ड इज योर एसेट, a house is your asset. Anything which gives you return immediately after monetization, that's your asset. Anything where you have to give money back, where you have to pay back, is your liability. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, आपने किसी से कोई उधार लिया है पैसे, आपने किसी से कोई लोन लिया है, या यू हैव गॉट आपने बिजनेस अपना खड़ा किया और बिजनेस में आपने अपने सप्लायर्स से पैसे ले रखे हैं. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, सप्लायर्स ने आपको क्रेडिट पे पैसे दे रखे हैं. These are all are your liabilities. Where your money is bound to go is your liability. From where you are able to get money at some point in time is called assets, right? That's the answer to assets and liabilities. A very general answer. In terms in more bookish answer, right? I think assets and liabilities, they are part of the balance sheet that we make, where everything that a company has becomes an asset, and wherever it is spent is and whatever liability company has to pay, whatever company has to pay becomes the liability. So liabilities are basically your source of fund, and assets are basically the application of funds. More bookish answer.
Okay. So there is a question from Umang Srivastava again. I have one more query. Real estate investment is more beneficial than a stock market or not?
So I am a very contrarian there, right? So I would give you an example. 5 years back, I was inquiring, and I keep giving this example to a lot of people. 5 years back, I'm in Gurgaon, and I was searching for property there, right? So the property would cost me about 1 crore plus, right? So a crore and 10 lakh rupees that time. I did not buy it that time. Today, the same property is costing me about 98 lakh rupees. So something that was available for 1 crore 10 lakh is now available for 98 lakhs, right? Now, this is the story of big metros. I would not say no to properties, but this is not the right time to invest. Maybe a year down the line, again we see revival in property. But if you see a trend of last 20 years, 25 years, you would see that property has given to to anybody who has invested in property has given a lesser return than equities, right? Why I'm talking more about equities? Because it's not that equity always gives return. There are down cycles in equity, but at a net rate, 6 out of 10 times you'll find equity giving you much better returns, even 7 out of 10 times, right? So property, again, if that's the goal for you, start saving for that, right? And you would soon find that you have got enough saving that you can buy property cash down.
Okay. So there is another question from YuvaManthan team even. Uh, um,
Yeah.
my team is asking like, is it good to go for the investment or they can put their money in the bank accounts? And in the end, they are asking one more question: what do you advise to the student to invest their pocket money?
Okay. So I'll take first question. In first go. See, again, as I said, आपका आपका गोल प्लीज में जरूर डालिए पैसा. बैंक में रहना चाहिए. बैंक भी तो उसी से चलता है. Others, right? So आप जरूर डालें पैसा बैंक में, but please see the rate of return that you are getting in bank is say X%, which is 6-7%, right? And the inflation that is there prevalent in market is about 4.55%, right? Now all I have to say is if you find that आपका जो goal है life का वो इस 7% नोशनल रिटर्न और 2% इन्फ्लेशन एडजस्टेड रिटर्न से वो गोल तक आप पहुंच सकते हो, please remain invested in FD. There's no safe bet than that, right? Please stay invested there. But if your goal is to reach to X amount, where you see that this is not going to lead you there, then diversify your portfolio. I'm not saying, even if you are young, even if you are 20, 25, 30 years of age, I'm not saying to put your 100% into equity, but then diversify, because diversification always gives you better return and less riskier returns. So my advice sincere would be to first make your goals clear, how much money you need, when do you need, and for that, what is the corpus that you have, right? Say, for
Okay.
example, if you need a crore rupees, say 10 years from now, and you already have got crore rupees, then better keep it in FD, because then that will give you a secure return, right? But then if you need 1 crore rupees, say after 10 years, and you don't have it right now, and you see that the only way to reach there is say subsequent investment into higher return product, then invest, diversify your fund. That's the answer precisely I'll give to question number one. Sorry, I missed question number two. What was that?
The second question was what do you advise students to invest their pocket money?
So see, at this level, students, right? You are too young. यार आप क्यों सोचते हो market इधर उधर कैसे कुछ के बारे में? आप तो you are the daring people, right? You are the ones जो इंडिया को बना रहे हैं, right? आप इंडिया के भविष्य हो, right? India is dependent on you. Today, look at the young crowd. आज जो entrepreneurs they all are below 30 people, right? I know
Right.
YuvaManthan team. I know Umesh and people, right? They are people who are in their early 30s or even less than 30 years of age, right? And they have started so very early. So youth are the ones who are who are going to take this country to the greater heights, right?
Right.
आप अगर डर गए ना तो कोई कंट्री का भला नहीं कर सकता है. So I'm not saying that you invest 100% into equities, but then start taking risk. स्मॉलर रिस्क 500 रुपए से शुरू करते हैं, 500 रुपए पर मंथ से वो शुरू करते हैं. रिस्क लीजिए, सोच समझ के लीजिए, समझ बूझ के फंड्स को जांच परख के. देयर आर वेबसाइट्स व्हिच कैन गिव यू एंड गाइड यू कौन सा फंड बेहतर है, कौन सा अच्छा है, उसका पीछे का रिटर्न का हिस्ट्री आप देख लीजिए. बट माई सिंसियर एडवाइस टू स्टूडेंट्स वुड बी ए, सेव करिए सबसे पहले पैसे, जो भी पैसा मिलता है उसमें से सेव कीजिए, बिकॉज प्लीज रिमेंबर मनी सेव्ड इज मनी अर्न. एंड उस सेविंग से कुछ पैसों को आप स्मॉल अमाउंट को इन्वेस्ट करें आप इक्विटी ओरिएंटेड म्यूचुअल फंड्स में. फॉर यू इट्स द राइट टाइम.
Okay, thank you, Manu, for answering this question. The next question is from Abhishek. He's asking again, points to be noted while choosing any SIP. As you said, we must choose the ground and the plant which will seed us in future. I mean, he wants to know the checklist point to be noted while you choosing a SIP plan.
Okay, so I would give you basically four things that you should check, right? The first thing is it should match your return expectation. For example, if you think that you want X amount in future and you see that आपका इन्वेस्टमेंट जितना पैसा करने वाले हो उससे आपको मिनिमम 12-14% का आपको 10-12% 14% का रिटर्न चाहिए होगा, then obviously you should not choose a balanced fund, you should not choose a money market or liquid fund, you should choose a equity oriented fund. तो पहला चीज चूज करने का फर्स्ट लेवल है टू फिगर आउट what is the compound rate, what is the compounding rate of interest that you are looking forward to. That's rule number one. The step number two would be, every mutual fund houses, they are bound by SEBI and AMFI rules to publish their previous year return data, right? And it's comparable, right? आप उस particular sector में, for example, equity oriented fund है, ELSS है, money market, जो भी fund आप choose करना चाहते हो, please go see the comparative returns of past years, right? How much have they given returns, whether it is matching your expectation or not, if they have given market returns or not, who is better, who is not better there, right? So that's important. Yeah, so that's point number two. Point number one, I said, आप पहले अपना इन्वेस्टमेंट होराइजन देखो, उससे देखो कि आपको कितना रिटर्न चाहिए, उससे देन यू चूज द सेक्टर, इक्विटी, डाइवर्सिफाइड एक्सेट्रा, then उस particular sector में, उस particular cohort में, then choose which are the top 5 mutual funds which are available in terms of the returns that they have given, right? The third thing is there's a rating of CRISIL that gets published for all these mutual funds, right? CRISIL gives a rating of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? See which funds have been rated uh, which funds have been rated 1, 2, and 3, and then accordingly choose these funds to invest into that. And then the fourth and the last point would be, if you are really good at reading, please go ahead and see every mutual fund, every AMC, every scheme. They give you list of companies, list of sectors in which they will invest. So see, आपको लगता है अगर ये सही थीम है, सही थीम में इन्वेस्टमेंट हो रहा है, go ahead and invest your money. These are 4 things that I would tell to look forward before investing, choosing any mutual fund.
Okay, thank you, Manu. I guess, Abhishek, you have noted those 4 points very well. And let's talk about stock market, Manu. Stocks are risky. Then what is mutual funds and how it is different from stocks, right? What is mutual funds? When to choose a share market, and when stockholder claim to know about the share when actually they know.
Okay, got it. So I think there are 3 questions. पहला तो मैं ये
Right.
कहूँगा risky. यार जीना risky है. पता नहीं होता है, हम यहाँ से जा रहे होते हैं, गाड़ी चला रहे होते हैं, कब क्या हो जाए, कुछ पता नहीं है. तो जीना ही risky है, right? We have to take certain risk to gain in life, right? But वो risk कितना लेना है, उस सबका appetite different होता है, सबका risk लेने की क्षमता different होती है. प्लीज अपनी क्षमता को पहचानें, कितनी क्षमता है आपकी, कितना कैपेसिटी है रिस्क लेने का, और उसके हिसाब से रिस्क लें. आई एम नॉट सेइंग दैट स्टॉक मार्केट इज द ओनली थिंग, बट उसके हिसाब से आप रिस्क लें, समझे उसको. दूसरा है, स्टॉक मार्केट में इन्वेस्ट करने से पहले आपको बहुत जानकारी इकट्ठी करनी चाहिए, तभी आपको इन्वेस्टमेंट के लिए जाना चाहिए. एंड देयरफॉर आई ऑलवेज सजेस्ट दैट म्यूचुअल फंड इज आई थिंक दैट्स अ प्रॉक्सी टू स्टॉक मार्केट इन्वेस्टमेंट. जो आप पैसे म्यूचुअल फंड में लगाते हैं वो भी स्टॉक मार्केट में लगाते हैं, राइट? आपसे कुछ फंड मैनेजमेंट चार्जेस काटते हैं 1-2% और बाकी पैसा आपको रिटर्न में देते हैं. सो benefit of mutual fund is that you have got professional set of managers, you have got managers whose job is only to look at investment and give you returns. So it's always beneficial start में आप म्यूचुअल फंड में इन्वेस्ट करें, एंड उसके बाद जब आप धीरे धीरे अपनी जानकारी और इकट्ठी कर लें, then you can go directly invest into stock markets, right? थर्ड क्वेश्चन दैट यू आस्क्ड वाज अबाउट, बहुत सारे स्टॉक ब्रोकर्स क्लेम करते हैं यार हमारे पास तो सारी एडवाइसेस रहती है. आई वुड टेल यू, मैटर ऑफ फैक्ट, nobody can predict stock market. Nobody can for sure say stock market में ये मूवमेंट आएगा. जब मार्केट 11,178 पे जब गया था, वहां पे सब लोग कह रहे थे यार यहाँ से और आगे जाने की तैयारी है, बट जब नीचे गिर रहा था फिर वही लोग कह रहे थे यार ये और नीचे गिरेगा. Nobody can predict where is the level of stock market. So कोई अगर ये क्लेम करता है कि मेरे को सब कुछ मालूम है स्टॉक मार्केट के बारे में, no, he is lying. Do not trust that guy. स्टॉक मार्केट एट द बेस्ट 40-50% सही निर्णय मिल सकता है, पर उसी में आपको कमाई होती है, राइट? सो डू नॉट ट्रस्ट ऑन दोज फेक एसएमएसेस, दोज एसएमएसेस हु क्लेम कि मैं तो आपको बेहतरीन वाला कॉल दूंगा. आई वुड से जिनके पास जिन्होंने अभी पूरी जानकारी नहीं की है, दे शुड स्टार्ट विद एसआईपी म्यूचुअल फंड्स.
Hello.
Yes, Shubhra.
Yeah. So, when to choose share market? I mean, what should be a age or something like that? Age, age is there when you can choose a stock market. When you can choose a stock market.
I would say I would not bound it by age. Age कुछ कोई condition नहीं है. Even say people Warren Buffett जो 60 years plus के हैं, they are also invested heavily 100% into equities, right? People like Rakesh Jhunjhunwala, they are invested into equities, right? People at the age of 18, I have seen many people around me, they are invested into this stock market. So it's not dependent on the age. अर्लियर द मेरियर, बिकॉज जल्दी जब आप शुरू करते हो तो आपकी रिस्क लेने की एपेटाइट ज़्यादा होती है, इसलिए जल्दी शुरू करना चाहिए. बट एज कोई कंडीशन नहीं है. कंडीशन इज द लर्निंग. अगर आपने मार्केट के डायनामिक्स को सीख लिया है, आपको चार्ट पढ़ना आता है, आपको फंडामेंटल निकालने आता है, आप मार्केट के मूव को रिलायबिलिटी के साथ में समझ सकते हैं, तो आप बिल्कुल स्टॉक मार्केट में इन्वेस्ट करें. बट जरूर पढ़ें. मैं इसके सख्त अगेंस्ट रहता हूँ दैट समबडी सेज कि मैं तो टिप पे काम करता हूँ. कोई अगर मेरे पास टिप्स आ गया कि यार इस पर्टिकुलर स्टॉक में इन्वेस्ट करो, डू नॉट गो बाय दोज टिप्स. मोर ऑफन देन नॉट यू विल डिस्ट्रक्ट योर वेल्थ. आप अपना वेल्थ डिस्ट्रक्ट करोगे, आप अपना अर्न कम करोगे उसमें.
Okay, so there is a question from Pooja. When it comes to SIP, there are many options available in the market. How to choose SIP plans?
Yes.
I mean, that's much connected to Abhishek's answer. I mean, he
Yes.
was asking for a checklist and she is asking for more. Can you elaborate more?
Yeah, I mean, I would again give the same answer to tell you that there are basically four things that you should look at, right? One, whatever type of fund you choose should match your investment perspective. आपको अगर ज़्यादा रिटर्न चाहिए तो ज़्यादा वाले में डालिए, इक्विटी वाले में डालिए. आपको अगर रिटर्न की कम जरूरत है तो आप बैलेंस में डालिए, मनी मार्केट में डालिए एंड स्टफ, राइट? देन बेस्ड ऑन द रेटिंग, क्रिसल रेटिंग दैट आई सेड, उसके बेसिस पे चूज करें आप. आई एम क्विकली रैपिंग इट अप. And third, you should choose basis the past performances of the fund. Though we say in stock market at general that past performance is not the guarantee of future, but still that gives you an indication as to where the particular scheme is trading, right? And the fourth one is try to figure out which one would you choose, for how long are you going to get invested. For example, अगर आपको tax saving करना है, then ELSS is the right fund, right? For example, आपको अगर लॉकिंग नहीं रखना है, then ELSS cannot be the right fund for you. So these are the three things, coupled with one last thing that I said, and that is your own research. So if you are keen to take more interest, if you are keen to take more time out to research, then figure out किन कंपनियों में उस पर्टिकुलर स्कीम ने लगा रखा है पैसा, और वो कंपनी आपके थीम से मैच करता है कि नहीं. These are 4 steps to choose the right fund.
So the next question is from Praveen Pushkar. I'm investing in MFs, but it being open-ended. I'm redeeming it at intervals ending up zero savings. Should I switch to close and ended funds like ELSS?
Not necessarily, Praveen. What you should do is आपको, as I said in the beginning, मैंने जो 3 हैबिट बताई थी, फिर मैं रिपीट करता हूँ. पहला, आपको अपना गोल्स पता होना चाहिए. दूसरा, आपको अर्ली इन्वेस्टमेंट शुरू करना चाहिए. और तीसरा, जो सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट है वेल्थ क्रिएशन के लिए, वो है discipline and patience, right? So what you need here is not any close-ended or open-ended fund. Close-ended are close-ended. You can redeem your money from that also, right? But what is needed in your case is patience. What is needed in your case is discipline. Guys, I would like to take this opportunity to again tell everyone that wealth building is a patience wala game. एक दिन में, एक साल में, 5 साल में वेल्थ बिल्डिंग नहीं हो सकता है. कुछ पैसे बन सकते हैं. Wealth building is a long-term exercise. You need to be patient. You need to be disciplined into this.
Exactly. Omang is asking, as I'm a fresher in commercial world and I'll get my first salary after a month. So how can I start my save or investment from a first very salary?
First of all, Umang, congratulations that you have thought about investment, right? So ये सोच ही आना सबसे बड़ी बात है, because ये एक first step है towards becoming wealthy. So congratulations on that. The second thing is there are few things that you need to do before starting investing in mutual funds. One is get your KYC done, right? So KYC is basically know your customer. So any broker, any agency can get it done, or you can go into CAMS के किसी ऑफिस में जाके वहाँ पे आप KYC अपनी करा सकते हैं, आधार और पैन कार्ड के बेसिस पे, आधार पैन कार्ड एंड a check is required for that. So do that. Once this is done, you can start investing. Just to tell you, for people who are having less than 50,000 ka investment, even without having the KYC done, they can start investing there, right? So KYC can follow. So you can start investing. A lot of online sites, there are a lot of offline agencies, offline people who can help you in investing that, right? Uh, Good thing again, I would say, you are starting very early and you have taken a decision to start. That's the big thing, right? Because people generally fail here. वो कहते हैं यार पहले अभी I mean general alibi that we'll get from people is यार पैसे बचते ही नहीं, कहाँ से करूँ investment, कहाँ से saving करूँ? Saving is not after your expenses. Saving happens before your expenses, right? आपने कमाया, saving के लिए पैसा निकाला, उसके बाद expense करते हैं. And Umang, you have taken the right step in that direction.
Okay, congratulations, Umang. You got a great financial advice for your very beginning of your career. So, congratulations to you. Sayak Arora is asking, where do you see markets moving from here on? What is liquid fund?
So if I got it right, where do I see market moving from here and what are liquid funds, right? Now, I would say one very clear thing. Anybody who says that I can predict market is either telling a lie or he's a novice, right? So nobody can for sure predict a market, but yes, if we go by the wave theory, the Elliott wave theory, it clearly says that the near-term target for market Nifty is about 14,065, right? And then this can go up to as high as 25,000 Nifty. I'm talking about the NSE, right? So that's the near-term target. When I say near-term target, I don't say that it will be a straight line move towards 14,000 from here, but then at the same time, it will have its own ups and downs, ups and downs. But in the longer run, if you're invested, you will reach to that level, right? Sooner than later. If you want me to put a date, sorry, I'll not be able to. Nobody in the world will be able to put a date to that. But then that's the near-term target that we see market heading towards. A. B, if you see after all those corrections, right? People who are invested at the even at the top at 10,800, 11,000 level, right? They have even market has not reached that level. It's still at around 10,550, but still people have been able to recover most of their losses in so many in so many days only. So idea is to remain invested. That's one. Market is, India ka story is a big story, right? I must tell you. Today, India is 1.25 billion population, the largest among the world. The consumption story is there. We are the most consuming nation, right? So investment यहीं आएगा जब लोगों का पैसा यहाँ कंज्यूम करेंगे, कंपनियों का प्रॉफिट बढ़ेगा, तो कंपनियों का जब प्रॉफिट बढ़ेगा तो वो that will get reflected into their prices. So stock market is here to stay. Stock market is here to grow from here, right? We are at the cusp of at the right level of seeing an explosion in stock market. It'll go heights, right? So that's the answer to your question, Zayak. What was the second question, Shubha?
What is liquid fund he is asked about, and where do you see markets moving from here on?
Yeah, so I answered that question, market moving from here, right? So the immediate target that I could see is 14,000 moving to 25,000 in the longer run. Liquid funds, basically, they are type of, one type of mutual fund, which kind of, so as the name says, they invest into something where you can liquidate your funds as and when you require, and get a fixed return, kind of fixed return into that, right? These are basically commercial papers and the GSEC funds where the government securities where mutual fund invest, and they invest to get fixed returns over a period of time. For example, when government issues a bond for say 10 years horizon or say a 15-year horizon or 25-year horizon, it has got a coupon rate attached to it. If that coupon rate is say 8%, and this is a more technical answer, if that coupon rate is say 8%, you are bound to get 8% annually, irrespective of market conditions, right? So these funds invest into these long-term commercial papers, long-term GSEC funds, and thereby they have got a surety of returns out of this, right? But a word of caution here. Some of the liquid funds also invest into high yield junk funds, right? Now, these high yield funds would give you higher returns, but then they invest into a higher or a riskier bond, right? So bonds again are ranked by Crystal and a lot of agencies there, right? So they will give you higher returns in liquid also, but they would invest into a slightly riskier profile. So beware of these high yield junk funds.
Okay, thank you. So I guess you got your answer. Let's move to Jennifer. Sir, I'm a student having a little bit from my pocket money saving. He is telling about his saving, which is the best investment between equity and MF. So my some friends trading in stocks.
Uh, First of all, Jennifer, congratulations. You have thought about saving. That's a big thing, right? Like Umang did. I mean, I think you took the right step. See, I say stock market is the pinnacle of investment, right? I would say take baby steps, right? So take baby steps by starting with mutual funds. सी पैसा किसको नहीं अच्छा लगता है, सबको अच्छा लगता है, क्विक रिटर्न्स, ऐसे वाला रिटर्न सबको अच्छा लगता है. बट if you, as I said in the beginning, if you just not be patient and not be disciplined, ऐसे वाला पैसा ऐसे ही चला जाता है, right? So if you really want to go invest directly into stock market, first understand what stock market is. First understand how it behaves, how it trades, right? Understand the nuances of it, and then go ahead and invest, right? There's no bad time, no good time to start investing, right? Whenever you are ready, start investing in stock markets, right? But to begin, I would say give your fund to professional give your money, give your saving to professional fund managers who can invest on your behalf into stock market. Yeah.
Yeah. So Shobna is asking, hi Manu, should I break my all FDs and invest my money in MFs? Is it safe?
Safety, nothing is safe in the world, but then I would say no. No, you shouldn't break all your FDs and invest into mutual funds, right? As I said in the beginning, if you have heard my beginning this thing of this interview, I clearly said you have to diversify at any stage. So if you are young, you should put say 70-80% into equities, right? If you are into say late 50s, you should invest more into more into debt funds and less into equities. But then I never said that you should have 100% into your fund into equities, right? So do not break 100% of your fund and invest into equities, but yes, do have exposure into equities. Not having exposure into equities is what I would suggest is not the ideal state. Yeah.
Yeah. So I guess Shobna, you got your answer, and Jayesh Patel is asking, thank you for your guidance. Please share 10% script who 10 script who give 1000% return in 5 to 7 years.
I would prefer not answering this question here. I can give you not 10, but more than 50 such stocks who are called multi-baggers here. But then I would prefer this forum to be kept as a learning forum. I do not want to give you tips on this. Probably more on 101, we can talk about it, but then not on this forum because that would lead this to a different direction, right? I don't want quick money for you because quick money comes and quick money goes, right? I really want you to sweat hard for that money, right?
Yeah. So I guess Jayesh, you are in hurry. So stay tuned your investment and just give more time. Patience game. He told about us. Manu was talking about that. So Nikita Pushkar, I guess she's asking. I have a newly started a business. On other hand, I want to invest in MF and SIP. Suggest me the right way to step ahead. Nikita Pushkar is asking about this.
Okay. Sorry, I couldn't get it. So you have started a business. Sorry, I couldn't get that question.
Okay, I'll repeat. I have newly started a business. On other hand, I want to invest in MF and SIP. Suggest me the right way to step ahead.
Okay, so as wise men say, don't put all your eggs in the same basket, right? So if you have started a
Right.
business, at the same time, it's very much advisable that you should have some corpus left for yourself so that you can sustain your livelihood for so many years that your business is taking to grow, right? So मेरा suggestion बड़ा clear सा रहेगा. Please divide your fund first into two portions. One that is that you make available for your business, जो आप business के लिए डालोगे. दूसरा जो आप अपने sustenance के लिए डालोगे, right? Now at this stage, my clear advice would be, because business itself is a high risk item, right? So you should not put your remaining fund into equity or mutual fund or any other thing, right? You should rather put it in a more secured kind of environment, where, because business, you are taking risk there, right? You're investing fund taking risk there. So let that risk, and that's a very high level of risk. So let that risk
Yeah.
be there. फॉर योर अदर फंड, जो आपका आधा पोर्शन बचा है, उसको आप सिक्योर्ड फंड में डालो, मे बी लिक्विड फंड ऑफ म्यूचुअल फंड, और मे बी एफ डी और समथिंग लाइक दैट. आई वुड दैट्स माई एडवाइस टू यू एट दिस पॉइंट इन टाइम.
Okay. Thank you, Manu. Nikita, I guess you got your answer. Here, Umang is here. He is not satisfied with his saving kind of things. He's asking, sir, Bitcoin investment is safe or not?
Sorry, investment is safe or not? What is that? Sorry, I couldn't get that.
Bitcoin investment is safe or
Oh,
not?
see, I would not see something that has not been regulated yet, right? We saw Facebook, we saw Bitcoin, and something that government has clearly said that we would not allow that to happen right now. It's illegal. I mean, government has in no uncertain terms they said it's illegal. So we would not talk about that. Bitcoin to me is a no-no. I don't invest into Bitcoin. I don't advise people to invest into Bitcoin.
Okay, Umang, I guess you got your answer. So I have a question, like a very beautiful question. Life is short to save sometimes. Can't we just invest on a like truck of full of chocolates and ice creams? Money matters, we know, but how much?
Yes, you're right. Money ultimately is not the aim of life. Being a bit philosophical, I must tell you, aim of life is more gratitude, more satisfaction, right? So, though I myself being a money manager, I can tell you that when we do money management, we do that, right? But then, yes, that cannot buy happiness for you. And therefore, it's very important to figure out what gives you happiness, right? You should invest your time there. Some people, I read Porinju, one of the finest money managers in India, right? What he does is he cultivates, he does farming in Kerala, right? And at the same time he does money management, right? So of course you should a truck full of chocolates, if that gives you happiness, please go ahead and do that, right? You should work ultimately. What are you working for? You're working for your happiness. Please go ahead, do that, right? If you
Right.
want some investment, to buy you that much, please go ahead and invest for that. Anything can be your objective. Anything can be your goal for investment.
Great, Manu. It was a great talk with you. But I would like to the final conclusion. I mean, in the conclusion, what you want to say, advice to every age for the investment for youth, young, and professional, upcoming budding professionals, or people like us who are into a age of like 24 and 25. How can they come into?
Thank you, Shubha. So, I would repeat and repeat for sake of clarity again. I would say, see, let's not be in hurry. पुराना कहावत है ना, जल्दी का काम शैतान का.
Shaitan ka.
Okay? So let's not be in hurry. Money making, wealth creation is not an overnight journey. Somebody was asking, Bitcoin करें, हम ट्रेडिंग करें. मेरे दोस्त लोग तो अभी स्टॉक मार्केट में घुस गए हैं, मैं कब घुसूं? Do not be in hurry, folks, right? You have enough time, right? Start early. As I gave you example, 1.5 करोड़ रुपया अगर आपको 30 साल में कमाना है, सिर्फ 1,000 रुपया पर मंथ इन्वेस्ट करोगे, 1,100 रुपए, 15% रिटर्न से आपको वो मिल जाएगा. So my one piece of advice is, don't be in hurry, stay invested, invest early, but be disciplined. always be patient with your earnings and savings, right? That's what I would say. Saving is something that you save out of your consumption, but when it is put to investment, when it is put to making wealth for you, then that's called investment. Get into that investment mode, right? So
Right.
thank you very much, Shubhra. Thank you very much, Yuva Manthan team, for having me here.
Same,
Thanks a lot.
same here, Manu. Thanks for giving your precious time and your advice related to financial issues, because that is so confusing in our age. How to invest, where to invest, what is saving, what is PF, what is PPFs, So we are lucky to have you here. And guys who are watching this video, if you have not subscribed our channel, please subscribe YuvaManthan today. And next time we are coming up with the new event for the student for the innovation, and that would be on 28th of April 2018 by 8 to 9. So stay tuned for our new videos. Please subscribe, you'll get notifications. Bye bye, stay tuned.